Hello, and welcome to another great session of Ludlow Clifton Live from Clifton Market. So, for the next 90 minutes, we're going to be checking into everything Clifton from the wonderful cafe here at Clifton Market. It's a community-owned grocery store, and so we're going to come over and have an interview. Come on. Okay. Okay. That's a famous Cincinnati artist trying to come over here and do an interview, but we'll get her someday. So let's go straight to the news. Probably the biggest thing happening today is Clifton Town meeting at 7 o'clock at the Rec Center. I'll be reading the agenda. And tomorrow, Tuesday, is the Clifton Mothers group meets every month in a private home in Clifton at 7 o'clock. And from September to May at a private home. So the first session is at our home, Irene Moore and Tom Lohre. It's welcoming to all mothers, no matter what the age. It can even be a grandmother. In the old days, people would, Cassandra, you got to come over and be interviewed. Oh, yes. This is great. Come over this way. This is one of our great supporters, Cassandra. Nice to. We always have a chair here for you.
Well, thanks.
Sit down and talk about everything Clifton.
Hello.
Microphone here for you.
What do you want to talk about?
You can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cassandra, doing my shopping here at Clifton Market.
Yes. Well, the big news today is the Clifton Town meeting. It's 7 o'clock at
Awesome.
the Rec Center, and then tomorrow night is the Mother Study group.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to those?
I have not,
Well,
believe it or not.
I mean,
my kids are old.
well, no. See, that's
It doesn't matter?
It's changed. It's not just for babies or.
Okay.
It's for all ages. You know, Irene and I host it every September when they first meet.
Okay.
And
well, maybe I'll check it out.
we encourage every age of Clifton mother.
Okay.
Although
I'll do it.
we do have about 30 mothers, but we could take 60.
Okay. Excellent. I will check it out. Thanks.
And then,
I learned something new.
And then the next night is Wednesday is Clifton Father's Day.
Oh, neat.
They meet at Arlen's at 9 o'clock.
Okay. That's awesome.
So I started that once we got involved with the Mother's Study Group.
Okay. So every month.
Every month the fathers meet, but the
Okay.
mothers only meet from September to May.
Okay.
They don't meet during the summer.
Okay. That makes sense.
I don't know how or why. I think it's the old. I mean, it's been around since 1939.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So they probably never met because the heat was too hot. You know,
Maybe.
it was too hot.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
We should have a meet at the pool.
Well, that's certainly possible. I don't see why not.
So what's going on here today?
Well, probably the greatest thing is that Clifton Market has a coupon in the Bear Cash booklet
Awesome.
for 10% off for students.
Excellent. That's very good.
So we've been trying to get the word out about that.
It was super crowded here yesterday. Were you here yesterday?
Yes, we broadcast every day here.
Oh, you do?
For 90 minutes.
Okay.
When possible.
Yeah.
I don't have any clones, although I do have an identical twin. He doesn't really satisfy the clone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good. But the sobering effect is that we have to bring our sales to 160,000.
I know it.
And to do that, we need to. It has to be a grassroots thing. It's very earthy to make this happen. It's you and I just talking up the market, kind of like cajoling a neighbor.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm here to
Cajoling.
buy a birthday cake right now.
Yeah, right.
Shh, don't tell.
Cajoling our neighbors to drop their inhibitions.
Yeah.
We had Yuri Zella here. You know Yuri?
I don't think
A
so.
wonderful husband of a Gillian Solly, a harpist with the orchestra, but he does all the shopping, and he's just completely gone over to Clifton Market.
Awesome.
Uh,
There's a lot of people I know that do that.
yes, it's really the core of the transformation. of
I
the
agree.
store.
I agree.
So everybody says, what's the marketing plan? Well, the marketing plan is you adopting, embracing the store, and trying to change people's habits. They're too involved with big box stores.
Yep.
It's a new phenomenon to have a community-owned grocery store in Cincinnati, and we're really cutting against a huge tidal wave. I mean, I'm a sailor, and I would say I'm up against a sea that's pounding me.
Oh yeah. I think shopping local is super important. Getting back to the neighborhood stores that we used to have, and it really takes us doing the work and coming here and shopping here. I agree.
Is that a lot of work to come here and shop?
No, it's not.
I mean,
work.
everybody thinks
It's fun work.
you've got to
Plus,
like.
I get to see everybody I know.
I
Get to
know.
see you.
I know, that's true. And the joke is that some Cliftonites don't want to see any of their neighbors.
Oh.
So
That's why I come here, to meet new people.
Yeah, well, we suggest they come here early in the morning or late at night. Because they want to stay clandestine.
Yeah,
But,
that's funny. Hey, I'm gonna get
all
going
right.
because
No,
I'm gonna
no.
get some
Oh,
fruits
yes.
and a birthday
Thank
cake.
you, Cassandra.
Oh my gosh, so good to see you. This is fun.
I've been looking forward to interviewing you. Stop by many times with it.
I will.
Every day is a new event.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, I'm gonna send somebody else over.
Oh, good. Just send them over. The interviews will really make the show. Otherwise, I just end up reading the old Chronicle.
Okay.
So we were getting right back to the Clifton Town meeting tonight, and if you sign up for the email notices, you can get them sent to you. And basically, if you've never been to one of the Clifton Town meetings, they go from 7 to 9, and if you want to speak, you have to come early and try to get your subject on the agenda. They have a pretty tight schedule, and questions are pretty much opened up at 8:45 for the floor. So basically, it just starts out pretty rapidly. They go through reports from police, fire, library, rec center, Clifton Business and Professional Association, and the Clifton Cultural Arts Center. Then they go to the Clifton Market Report, which is given by Bruce Alt with Tom Dwyer. I can't stress how what a tight situation the market is in. Ever since we started, we found we had terrible startup, albeit, and when the sales didn't crystallize, people really got upset because one marketing plan wasn't working, and the alternative was to cut and burn, and now we're running on a skeleton crew. But it's up to the community to come forward. So I'm sure they'll be talking about the financial burden that we have. But the good side of it is that in 1 week we could turn this around. If we brought our sales up to 160,000, which really means that we got to bring about a third more people into the store. And secondly, we have to provide the operating capital that we never supplied the store in the beginning. So a store this size needs 400,000. Right now, Keith thinks 300,000 is appropriate. So they started a GoFundMe page with 300,000, albeit that's not the right way to do it. The right way to do it is to have 300 concerned citizens who are willing to support their community-owned grocery store and loan them $1,000. Then that said, we could be liquid in a week. We could pass this down to our grandchildren. So then next on the agenda is the golf outing, the Clifton Town meeting. Golf outing was 3 weeks ago, I believe. I took a lot of video, and I recently uploaded it. I'm about ready to push it out on social media with the pictures of our sponsors and the players at the holes. So look forward to a nice timeline from the video, like this show here, where we supply a timeline so you can jump right to the things you want to know. So they're going to give that result. Hopefully it was $10,000 raised. It's going to the Clifton Community Fund. Now, Clifton Community Fund, their main goal is the beautification of Clifton. And currently they're working on painting the utility boxes. They used to be tagged with graffiti, but we found that if you put artwork on a graffiti box, on a utility box, it's sacrosanct, or it's respected amongst the taggers, and they don't tag them. So that's third. Then they're going to discuss the bylaws, transportation and safety, plaza lighting, a community budget requests. There's 3 projects to send to the city. And the education committee update. I'm sure that's about cans, the new school that's going into Clifton School. The treasurer's report, then Clifton Fest planning. They're looking for volunteers at this point. And oh my gosh, look at that. Come over and be videoed, come on. Oh my gosh, my daughter and her boyfriend are here. I can't believe it. Are you gonna come and say a few words?
I don't know what to say.
No, come over here, come around the front. Don't worry about it. It'll come naturally. You're a videographer. This is you can introduce yourself.
I'm Helen.
My daughter. And they're UC students.
Yes.
And they come here to shop.
Yes.
And what's on your shopping list?
I forgot it.
Oh, well, I'm sure it'll be much like this last time you were here.
Yeah, just the normal stuff.
We're trying to get the word out in the Bear Cash book that you see in the kiosk around that there's 10% off. Did you know about it?
No.
Do you see this? Right out the window here, that's the Bear Cash coupon books. Inside on the first page is 10% off for this college ID. So you can have this and you can use it shopping. I was trying to think of how to publicize that to UC students. I mean, it's all on social media, so maybe you can spread the word on it within Instagram or something.
I'll try.
Okay?
All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I know that was a struggle, and I certainly appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Look, there's a penny over there for you. Get that penny. Your mother would say you're...
Here, give it to Mom.
Well, thank you. Hey, Neil. Good to see you. Okay, well, that's the way we like to see you. A nice visit from a shopper, my daughter and her boyfriend, Neil. So we'll go right to the rest of the Clifton Town meeting. Is tonight, the meeting is tonight at 7 p.m. at the Rec Center at McAlpin in Clifton. I mean, it's on McAlpin. It's behind the Clifton School. And there's the Treasurer's Report, Clifton Fest planning. It's coming up October 5th and 6th, I believe. Nominating committee update. The voting is every year at December. It's a great time to vote for the nominees for trustees and renew your... Hey, Brian, come over and be interviewed. This is a great supporter, Brian Frank. He always likes to talk about everything Clifton. He comes over from Mount Adams.
That's right. That's right.
That's great. We always have a chair here for shoppers.
Hello.
You can announce yourself and...
Hi, this is Brian Frank. I'm a Clifton Market member and glad to be here. Glad to see we've got lots of fresh vegetables today.
Yes.
But I always come here and get my fresh vegetables whenever I can. So beautiful, beautiful day out there to come here and shop. The rain has stopped and the market is open, so you can come out and stay dry and get your fresh vegetables and all your meats and seafood and everything else that goes with a great meal.
Thank you, Brian. And these interviews really make the show. Otherwise, I read the agenda for CTM meeting tonight.
Oh, that's right, tonight's the meeting.
Tonight's tonight.
But anything big happening tonight?
No, nothing really, just regular reports. Tomorrow night is the Clifton Mothers Study Group meets in a
Oh.
private home in Clifton. It's been going on since 1939. And then Wednesday is the Clifton Dads Group.
Oh, that should
We
be
meet
fun.
at 9 at Arlen's.
Ah,
So those are the main things that are going on.
great. Well, I learned something today that I would just like to share with folks. One of the first responders to the shooting that occurred last week down at Fountain Square in the Fifth Third Bank Tower is an officer by the name of Chilton, and I knew her because she comes to.
Bye-bye. Don't forget you can get your dry cleaning here too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, yes, Kroners. Don't forget Kroners.
We always like to mention, you can get your dry cleaning done.
And Officer Chilton comes to our monthly community council meeting in Mount Adams. She's our resource officer.
Cool.
And I thought, my God, what a small world that this woman that comes once a month and talks to us about safety in our community was the first responder who was able to stop, that mass shooting from becoming even worse than what it was. So I just wanted to remind folks to say thank you to your police officers when you see them. And they are what keep our community safe and things like that. So shout out to Officer Chilton.
They were Johnny on the spot with that.
All the officers and first responders down there were. Yes, they were. Very brave people. I'm not sure I could do that.
I really think it really shows the hard work they do in planning for such events.
And
They-
training, yeah.
Training for these events.
Wow, yeah, yeah. I certainly would not want to be in their shoes when duty calls and you have to put your life in the line of danger like that. But well, I just am in the neighborhood, checking out our beautiful community.
Thank you, Brian. And what's on your shopping list?
Uh,
Oh, you
well,
already shopped, so you
yes,
got them already.
we have some of the best tomatoes here at the Clifton Market. So I love to get my tomatoes here. I also love to get my avocados and my bananas. So I try to shop fresh fruit as often as I can without letting it go bad. That's my problem, is I can't always time it quite right so that it doesn't expire before I can finish it all. So
Yeah.
yeah.
My wife always says, well, use whatever's oldest. And so we eat whatever.
Yeah. And you know what? A brown banana may not look as appealing as a bright yellow one, but the flavor is so sweet
True.
that I just look beyond the brown spots and say this is delicious. So
They really time the delivery of those bananas. It's like clockwork, almost second precision.
it's hard. It's really hard for a market to keep everything looking so fresh, and I'm always impressed here with what Keith Brock and his team are able to do to keep everything looking so smart.
They've done a great job on a shoestring budget,
Yeah.
and we really are up against the wall trying to discover how we can increase our traffic here by a third in order to bring our sales up to 160,000 and show that the community means business.
Yeah.
We spent $6.1 million putting this store together.
Can you believe that? That's a lot of money
That's
we
true,
invested
and,
in this community.
We've been open over a year and a half, but what's been missing from the get-go is the community has not embraced the store.
I find that hard to believe. I have always wanted to live in the Clifton area. I've always been in love with the Gaslight District, all the beautiful shops and restaurants. And, I've been shopping at Keller's for 30 years, and now Clifton Market. It's a place that I've always had a fondness in my heart for, and I think it's a wonderful asset to the community. And I would encourage folks who haven't already visited the GoFundMe page to contribute what you can, donate what you can. I know I was able to benefit by getting a
Yes.
a free pizza from
Yes,
from that.
I saw that. We read your comments online.
Oh, it's delicious. So if you haven't had one of the pizzas here, they are awesome. And Keith actually made it for me on a Saturday morning. He turned the oven on for me because I got here a little bit early. I think I actually had it for breakfast. It was like 9:30,
Cool.
10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So definitely recommend the pizza and all the other warm, hot dishes you can get in Emma's Deli, as well as, you know, a lot of the Boar's Head cheese and meats that they have over there are always awesome. So hello Clifton Market members, and please come shop the store as soon as you can.
Thank you, Brian.
My pleasure.
It really is
You're
perfect.
doing a great job.
Well, it's a low-hanging fruit to broadcast every day live.
Good for you. I
Here.
look forward to seeing it online.
It gets the message out, and I'll send you a link.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Brian. That's the kind of interview we love. A gentleman who lives in Mount Adams and comes here and shops. There's a lot of rewarding. There's a lot of reward in shopping a community-owned grocery store. The first one in Cincinnati. It's a hard row to hoe to do this. We stuck our necks out big time, and it's up to the community to drop their guard of all the stops that are put in the way to become a member of the community and shop your community market, community owned. So going back to the agenda for tonight's Clifton Town meeting at 7 p.m. at the Clifton Rec Center. I was talking about the nominees for trustees. They're going to be voting in December at the December meeting. It's a good time to vote and also pay your yearly dues. One of the fun things on the agenda is the street naming contest. There was a street added to Clifton. It goes from Central Parkway to Martin Luther King and circles White Castle. And the Cincinnati Department of Transportation is opening this up for naming. You go to cliftoncommunity.org, go to news, go to menu, then go to news, and then about the third story down is the form where you can send in your name for the street. It's pretty simple, and we look forward to a great turnout. Next on the meeting is to approve June and August meeting minutes. Approve meeting minutes of teleconference to form nominating committee. I think that's part of the bylaws. They're trying to allow email voting. And then next is 52 weeks of astronomy, ideas, discussion for Clifton Week. We'll learn more about that soon. Last on the agenda before community questions is trustee announcements, including updates from liaisons. So this is always a fun part of the meeting because every one of the trustees is on a committee, and it gives an opportunity for each trustee to update the community on what's going on in their committee. After that, they open up for questions, and they promptly stop at 9 o'clock. My next on the top news is something from Apple Street Market. Apple Street Market is trying to open a grocery store, a community-owned grocery store in Northside. At this point, they're getting... Okay. Don't worry, that's Lark, the meat cutter. Lark's gonna come over for an interview, but as you might imagine, all the employees here have a full schedule on their plate. We're running on a razor-thin edge, waiting for the community to step forward. So Apple Street is my wife. We are a share owner of Apple Street, and they send us the updates, and they're working on asbestos abatement issues on the building. And Saturday, September 22nd, from 3 to 5, they're having an event at Urban Artifact. You can get to show up and learn everything about Apple Street Market. I know that they're anxiously looking for us to show them how to do it. We are certainly not out of the red on our own market, so if Clifton can do it, Northside can do it. I think the Northside footprint is a little bit smaller, but still, it's well worth the effort for communities to establish their own community-owned grocery store. We're going to go straight to the flyers. I gave the Bear Cash flyer to my daughter, and in the Bear Cash flyer, you can see the blue kiosks around the city. Inside, on the second page, in the upper left-hand corner, is a coupon for 10% off with student ID. So we're trying to get the word out to the students. Talking to Amy, and she's the second in command here at the store. The students haven't embraced the store as much as they did last year. So although these are difficult times, it's always a struggle to understand why people don't embrace their community and then just go to the big box stores. So with that coupon, Keith and Tom Rizzo of Bear Cash, they worked together and got a great ad and a great position, and hopefully we'll see some of the students come back. I'm trying to discover how to push that in the UC community. It really needs to be done on the student level. Let's go straight to the flyers. We got Ace Hardware up the street. There's wonderful products on working on repairing your lawn or preparing your lawn for winter. Also preparing your RV. There's 2 for $7 and a freeze. Hey, Frau. Hey, I'm live on YouTube. You want to be interviewed? Okay, well, that's Frau Benhouse, a great teacher at Fairview for many years. I see her all the time. Then also in the Ace Flyer, there's 2 sets of DeWalt 20-volt max lithium-ion packages. One has an impact drill and a regular drill, lots of drill bits, and free, a 20-volt max LED work light, runs off the battery too. Hey, Kristen. And then you can bump up to the next one at $279.99, and you get a table saw that runs off the battery. So that's the smaller suite is $189.99. Also, there's a Toro Super Blower Vac for $44.99. And then the piece de resistance, the $69.99 Remington 2-in-1 electric chainsaw pull saw. It extends to over 9 feet, and that is fantastic. So also for your on sale is $59.99 10x10 pop-up instant canopy. Wonderful buy. And that's on the Ace Hardware flyer. As you might imagine, everything is getting ready for fall. They got Blackjack 7-year driveway filler and sealer for 4 3/4 gallon. It says limit 4 at this price, $22.99. And also an 8-foot Type 2 fiberglass stepladder for $69.99. Lots of e-cloth products, Flex Seal products, and my favorite in this flyer is the snow blowers. Before you know it, it'll be snow blowing. And both of these snow blowers have electric start. you can imagine it's probably pretty hard to start an engine in sub-zero weather. So the 21-inch electric start single stage is $429, and then you can bump up to the 24-inch self-propelled dual stage snow thrower with electric start for $679.99. Those are specials at Ace Hardware. And then we'll go to the CVS flyer. Fish oil, buy one, get one free with card. There's a 8-piece beauty bag. There. If you spend $30 on participating products. I'm live on YouTube. You want to be interviewed? There's a regular customer and it comes in the store. We're always trying to get the customers' testimonials. So 8-piece beauty bag, free for $30 on participating products, and it's kind of hard to understand which are the participating products, but I'm pretty sure it's a L'Oreal Paradise Enchanté, L'Oreal Voluminous Original Eyelash Enhancer, Falsies Eyelash Enhancer. We got Joe Ice Cream. Hey, Christy.
Hi.
Ardell Magnetic Lashes. Charcoal and Black Sugar Facial Mask. Color Stay Full Cover Foundation from Revlon. So these are the big front page of the CVS pharmacy flyer, and then we turn inside. There's some wonderful things for back to school. Whiteout at $1.99, 2 different types. The tape and also the pen, pencils. Buy one, get one 50% off. Scissors, paper. We got Sharpie fine points. Buy one, get 50% off. And Hewlett-Packard cartridges, Hewlett-Packard or Canon cartridges. It's regular retail, and you get 3. When you buy one, you get $3 on your extra bucks rewards. Let's go back. We got the wonderful 2 for $14 or $7.49 each with card. Clairol, nice and easy. Oh, hi there.
There you go.
Thank you. See, my daughter gives us a receipt so we can deduct it off of her $5.29. Thank you, Helen, for that. There's more of the samples here to get the free 8-piece beauty bag, a Wonder Kiss to go. Looks like a lip gloss, Burt's Bees, cosmetics available in selected stores, and Lash Wet n Wild Renegade mascara. Chewing gum, 3 for $3 with card. Mentos, Airheads gum, Altoids, small, all Wrigley gum singles are on sale. So, and then numerous shampoo options. Head and Shoulders, buy one, get one 50% off with card. Selected Head and Shoulders herbal essences, Aussie or Pantene hair care. And on the back page, it's extensive. We got reading glasses with card. Buy one, get one 50% off. Toothpaste and numerous items for cold relief. $10 extra bucks reward when you buy the cold remedies. select Listerine or oil reach care, excludes travel sizes. Spend $10, get $5 in extra bucks rewards. Batteries and any L'Oreal preference or selects Excellence Cream Hair Color. See shelf for this week's special. Buy two, get $5 extra bucks rewards. So that's the flyer from CVS. Let's go straight to City Beat to see what the music listings are for today. Monday, September 10th, Northside Tavern, Northside Jazz and Ensemble at 10 p.m. Jazz at Northside. So that's the lineup there. Let's go straight to the. We'll go straight to the online flyer for Clifton Market. If you want to receive the Clifton Market flyer, we used to have it printed, but it wasn't as effective as, so we stopped printing them, and now it's if you go to cliftonmarket.com, sign up for the emails, you'll get the flyer sent to you weekly. Now my wife says that this doesn't always happen, and we're working hard to solve this problem, and Paul Karamaris, one of the new trustees, is very interested in making this a seamless, happy project. So the Clifton Market flyer is from Wednesday, September 5th to September 11th. And on the top of the sheet is USDA Choice Boneless Ribeye Steaks for $9.99 a pound, save $4. Center Cut Boneless Pork Chops, save $1.39. $1.30, $1.99 a pound. Fresh red ripe strawberries, 1 pound package, 2 for $4. Fresh southern grown blueberries, 6 ounce package, 2 for $4. Yeah, sure. Go stick it in there. Oh yeah. Faygo soft drinks. I'm live here on the YouTube from Clifton Market. So you want to say something? Okay. All right. Faygo soft drinks, 12 pack for $2.79 each. They show Diet Faygo Orange, Faygo Root Beer, and Faygo Cola. So there probably might be some other varieties back there on the shelves. We got Hamburger Helper for tuna or chicken or hamburger, 2.7 to 12.2 ounce packages, 5 for $5. We got Coffee Mate Creamer, 16 ounce, save 60 cents for $2.39. Natural Kraft Natural Shredded or Chunk Cheese, 2 for $5 each. 8 ounce packages, save $1.99 each. So that's the front page of the online flyer. Fresh California cauliflower, 2 for $5. California grown celery hearts, 2 pack, 2 for $4. California new crop red seedless grapes, $1.49 a pound. Organic Girl variety salads, 3.5 to 5 ounces, $2.99 each. New crop organic Washington State grown Bartlett pears, $1.99 a pound. All natural Bolt House juices, 2 for $5. A lemon frosted white cake, 8-inch for $8.99. A strawberry Boston cream cake, save $1 at $8.99. Boar's Head Tavern ham, save $1 at $8.99 a pound. Slice to order Boar's Head Picante Provolone, save $1 at $7.99 a pound. Clifton Market salmon patties, save $1, $9.99 a pound. Cocktail shrimp, save $1, $10.99 a pound. Ruby red trout, save $1 at $13.99 a pound. Maryland crab cakes, heat and eat, 25 to 30 per pound, save $1 at $6.99 a pound. Averell blue geta, $4.99 a pound, save 50 cents. Clifton Market marinade pork chops, save $1, all varieties for $3.99 a pound. USDA Joyce shoulder roast, save $1 at $3.99 a pound. Hormel black label bacon, 2 for $7, save $2. Hillshire Farm smoked sausage, 2 for $5 each. And final in the food is El Monterey frozen burritos, 8 per pack, save $1 at $3.49 a pound. And this is the best part of the flyer is the beer and wine specials that Jimmy puts up. We have Prairie Artesian Ales, dry hop farmhouse ale, 4-pack for $10.99. And then we have Voodoo Brewery, Good Vibes IPA, 4-pack at $8.99. And for the white wine selection, save $4. La Crema Sonoma Coast Chardonnay for $19.99. And save $5 on the red wine selection. Cantina Malbec 2015 for $19.99. Thank you, Jimmy, for those specials. Recently, I saw 2 bottles of one of the specials at the Clifton Mother Study Group tonight meets. They got their wine at the Clifton Market, and we were sorting it out today, and 2 of the fine selections that were on special were in the package. So thank you very much for that. So I guess we're going to go straight to social media and see what we have going. We'll go straight to the GoFundMe page. The GoFundMe page for Clifton Market was started in March, and it started out about $175. And since my broadcast, it's come up to $41.50, but it's kind of sat there for the last week. So I'm trying to use this GoFundMe page amount as a small indication of the community support for Clifton Market. The fun thing about the Clifton Market donation campaign is that even though our goal is $300,000, which is the operating capital that we never gave the store when it opened, the fun thing about this is that for a small donation you get various perks. So for $50 you get a free pizza, for $75 you get a free pizza and $5 off $25 purchase. For a $100 donation you get the free pizza, the $5 off $25, and also 10% off your grocery order. So if you come and buy your groceries for the week, you can more than likely save $25 and your donation will only be $75. And then if for the maximum in this queue, $125, you get the free pizza, the $5 off, $25 purchase, the 10% off grocery order, and you also get a free Clifton Market coffee mug, which I've been informed that is in transit. It'll be here soon. And you'll get free coffee for a year. So that's all going on at the GoFundMe page for Clifton Market. Now the last donation was $400 13 days ago by Anonymous. 14 days ago, Leanne Cushionbook gave $100. 16 days ago, Zachary Crawford gave $125. Thank you, Zachary. And we interviewed Brian Frank today, and 16 days ago he gave $50. Ruth Ann Burnmiller, 16 days ago, gave $125. And Mary and James Russell gave $125 17 days ago. So we look forward to seeing more action on that, because it's a small barometer of what we have to do, but it's exciting to see a small increment on a day-to-day basis. So we're going to go to cliftoncommunity.org and see if they have anything. It's not coming up right there, so let's go to the Ludlow Garage and see what's playing at the garage. Black Huru was scheduled to play on September 14th, Friday, but it's been postponed. And at this point, we don't have any shows lined up for this week at the garage. So let's go to upcoming events at the Clifton Cultural Arts Center. This Friday, September 14th, at the Avondale Business Center, located at 3635 Reading Road, is the opening reception of Uptown and Around Community Art Show. This is an art show where you submit anything, your best piece, and it's accepted. There's no jury, and there's no fee. And if you sell your work, you get 75% of the purchase. So that opening is at the Avondale Business Center at 3635 Reading Road this Friday. Now let me get the times. I'm going to click on it. Let's see what it says, what time it starts. And my wife always asks me, what time does it start? 6 to 8 p.m. this Friday at the Avondale Business Center at 3635 Reading Road. And they got a nice map here. So let's see if we can get a better idea where the, it didn't really come out that way. So we're going to go back to the lineup on September 19th at the Civic Garden Center is a Sunset Salon coming up. So we'll talk about that later. We're just trying to stick with the close news today, things that are timely. Let's go to Reddit, see if there's anything trending on Cincinnati. So, our Cincinnati on Reddit. We got Braxton Brewery is teaming up with Graders again, this time for a pumpkin pie beer. I look forward to that. Somebody took a picture of the skyline. There's something going on in Mia's in Montgomery. Doesn't seem to be. Somebody mentioned something about the old Dixie Terminal. Here. Opens this week in Clifton. Harry Potter themed musical parody. Well, this is, we got to check on that. Opens this week in Clifton. Harry Potter themed musical parody. Gosh, is that it? We have to go on the Facebook link to see this? Luna, a Wizarding World parody, reoccurring event at Improv Cincinnati. Wow. Dates. 4 dates. September 14th to October 5th. Improv Cincinnati at 404 Ludlow Avenue. So 404 Ludlow Avenue. That sounds... tickets are available at squareup.com. Here's the details. Improv Cincinnati at Clifton Performance Theater presents Luna, a Wizarding World parody. Luna Lovegood is everyone's favorite oddball from J.K. Rowling's popular series of Wizarding books. This original music parody is quirky, funny, and delightfully weird, just like the title character herself. After 5 years after the Battle of Hogsworth, Luna is adventuring in the American Midwest, searching for. And we got 285 people interested. Boy. So the opening show is Friday at 8 p.m., 12 people going, on September 4th. Friday, September 21st, 7 people going at 8 p.m. And Friday, September 28th, 7 people going. Wow. This is incredible. I think this is at the Improv Cincinnati. It's at the Performance Art Theater. Now, if I didn't know any better, I would say, it says Improv Cincinnati lifts spirits and inspires individual and team growth. Join us for our next round of exciting workshops and classes. So let's go to the page and see. Improv Cincinnati, Performance Art Theater. 5 out of 5, recommended by 5 people. It talks about Luna, a Wizarding World parody, photos, and they asked me to comment, but I'm not, I don't have time. It says, either by taking a class or enjoying a show, it's clear to see that Improv Cincinnati is made up of a delightfully diverse group of people. Go see a show, go take a class. Life is too short to think it's all about grind or that one goofy TV show that gives you your daily dose. It was a great show tonight at the Improv. Thanks for making so many folks laugh tonight. We'll be back. So, incredible. Incredible to see Improv Cincinnati have a show this Friday off of Redit. So we really super love that. So we'll continue to keep you updated on that through the week. I'll learn more about it. I'll try to find out exactly where it is. I believe it is at the Clifton Performance Theater. It's across the street from CBS in the basement. So that's enough for Reddit right now. Let's go back to let's go to the Clifton Plaza. Oh, hey Sharon, hey Ann. I'm live on YouTube. Why don't you come over and say hello? Come on, Ann, you can do it. There's nobody. You know, here, come around the front here. Sit right here. She's getting her groceries. This is Ann Dwyer. You can introduce yourself.
I'm Ann. I go to Walnut Hills.
And you just finished lifeguarding at Clifton Meadows.
Yep.
What happened on Sunday?
The doggy dip and the games, I think. I'm not sure.
Did it really happen? Were you there?
I wasn't there.
Because
I think that's what was scheduled.
it was scheduled, but it was a nasty day.
Oh.
And we kept on calling the Meadows, but we couldn't get an answer. So,
Yeah, they must have been busy putting chairs away and stuff.
oh, I'm sure it was a long, hard trip. But what was it like to be a lifeguard at the pool?
I liked it. It was pretty easy for a first job, I guess.
First job for you.
And and it paid pretty well.
Will you
So-
do it next year?
Yeah, I'll do it next year probably. I'll
Okay.
probably be a sub because I'm gonna be gone a lot, but
No. And let's see, what year are you at Walnut?
sophomore.
Mhm. So, what'd you come here to get groceries for?
Dinner, I think. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
that makes sense. What's your favorite thing here at the market?
I like the sushi.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we're glad to get the sushi back, and I was able to get the sushi menu put together. We have the sushi list.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite sushi?
I like the seaweed salad, and then for the sushi, I don't know what it's called, but it has like some spicy sauce on top.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. There was recently, the one thing that was suggested by a client, and it became the most popular sushi here is, it's the sweet potato. Where is it? No, that's the roll. I guess that is what it is. The spicy sweet potato roll has become the most popular one. Are you a vegetarian?
No.
No? So, well, I guess, then we'll say goodbye with that and you can get back to enjoying the market. Thank you, Ann, for coming by. I'm sure your dad will love it. We'll be at the meeting tonight. Yeah. Ann's father is Tom Dwyer. He worked on the Clifton golf outing. Also, he's on the board of Clifton Market, and he may still be on the board of Clifton Town Meeting. He spent a lot of time working hard for the community. Thank you, Tom, for that. Thank you, Sharon, his wife, for letting him do it, because many times it's a stretch to branch out and do some things for the community, but takes away from your family time. So we're moving back to social media. We're going to go, hello? We're going to go to Clifton Plaza to see who's playing on September 15th, Saturday, at 7 p.m. We have Full Moon Ranch. It's a bluegrass band. And on Bird Law, which is jazz fusion, will be on Clifton Plaza on Friday, September 14th at 7 p.m. When you come to the music, Lydia's on Ludlow is always happy to serve you food from her menu. They'll deliver it to your table on the plaza. Also, Lydia opens up a bar, and you can buy draft beer from Rheingeist and cider from Rheingeist in a can, and also I believe you can buy wine by the glass. So thank you, Lydia, for putting that together. And that's the lineup on the plaza this coming weekend. Let's go back to the Esquire. That's always a fun thing to go to. I'll read the lineup right now of what's playing, and then we'll go to special events that are happening this in the next couple of days. There's always a lot of film festivals and special deals at the market, but at the Esquire right now playing is Papillon, Reprisal, Black Klansman, Juliet Naked, Three Identical Strangers, and 8th Grade. So we'll go back to the website, and on September 12th at 7 p.m. they're playing something that's it's part of the UC film program. They're playing Lost in Translation. This film will be introduced by and followed with a Q&A discussion with Professor Kristen Benek. So that's on Wednesday, September 12th. Let's go back to, and on Friday, September 14th, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure will be shown at 10 p.m. Join us for a special evening with the Cinema Guys podcast. Brad, Justin, and Cinemaiden will be on site to introduce the film and for a Q&A discussion after the film. Listed as one of the top 5 local podcasts by Cincinnati Magazine, the Cinema Guys present one of their personal favorites, 1989 Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So if you go on the Esquire website and join the email club, you can get free popcorn. And it says you can enter your name, email right here on the on Ted, on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Right on that pull-up, you can enter and join the Critics Club. Hey, Larry. Yeah. Come over and be interviewed. I'm live on YouTube. Let's see what else. We have the Indian Film Festival that's going on. The 1918 Indian Film Festival of Cincinnati is an India sister city event that aims to provide opportunities for officials and citizens of Cincinnati to experience and explore the culture of the India South Asian subcontinent through the media of film, to champion women and diverse voices in this media. So the next film coming up is tonight at 7 p.m. They're showing at the Esquire Silhouettes. If you go to esquiretheater.com, you can scroll across the banner at the top, click on the Indian Film Festival, and you'll be able to see a small tag on a venue, a little trailer for this film. Saturday, well, I'm sorry, that was last. So that's the next. That's the next event at on the Indian Film Festival at the Esquire. They're showing other Indian films at Kenwood and Mariemont, so you can always get the full dose. Hey, Manuel. Hey, I'm live on YouTube. Come over and be interviewed.
You're live on YouTube?
Yeah, come around here. Come around here, and we'll have a little interview. What's up, Matt?
You're live.
Yes,
How
I'm
you doing?
live every day here for an hour and a half.
I've been seeing some of your,
Yeah, so
reports.
introduce
Okay.
yourself and.
I'm Manuel Susarret. I'm a shareholder and a Clifton resident for a long time.
Yes. Yes,
And
thank you.
I'm
I
happy
see you here all the time.
I almost live here. No, I'm just kidding. I come in at least once a day, sometimes 2 or 3 times.
Yes, it's a great asset for the community, and I started this broadcast from the last shareholders meeting about 3 weeks ago. As strange as it might sound, the community has not embraced the market.
Oh my gosh, that would be strange, because one of the reasons we live here, one of the reasons we've invested in Clifton is walking distance to groceries, and movies, and drugstores, and post office, and library. The list goes on and on. Hardware. I mean, that's the only way we could have raised our 8 children, even with 2 cars. To be able to leave the car behind and walk, that to us is a necessity. It's a requirement.
I know, and but it turns out that things have changed, and people have become allured by the big box stores, and they get in their car and they go to.
Oh yeah.
And they don't think about the importance of this small venture, the first community-owned grocery store in Cincinnati. We're really trying to educate ourselves and the community on how important it is for loyalty and to embrace the store. And the more I interview people, the more I see that they've adapted, they've changed their eating habits to mesh with what the store has.
Wow. Yeah, and we do. I mean, I've only once or twice found that something I was looking for wasn't available here. I've been pretty amazed, because I expected from all the things I've been reading, oh my gosh, empty shelves, am I going to be able to find anything? I usually do, and when I don't find something, I write a little note in the suggestion box. Within a couple of days, everything I asked for showed up on the shelves. So I'm impressed. You know, we shop all over the place. We go to Amazon. You know, we go to Myers. We have a Costco membership, but we always start here. We always start here, and we always come back here because we can do this on foot.
Yes.
I'm originally from New York, and in New York, the idea of getting in the car to get a container of milk, that's absurd.
New York, you mean in New York City?
New York City, I grew up on Lexington Avenue and 112th Street.
Oh, great.
Then we moved to down South Bronx, and from there we bought a house up in the northern part of the Bronx, near my high school, and then I grew up and got married, and we got an apartment in Park Slope in Brooklyn. That's where I lived until I moved to Cincinnati.
And what brought you to Cincinnati?
What brought me to Cincinnati was the Montessori teacher training program at Xavier University.
Cool.
My wife and I are both Montessori teachers, and we were just blown away by the opportunity to have a public Montessori school, in the city. So there was no way in those days we were going to get that in New York.
So this is the Montessori over in off Beachmont.
Sands was the
Sands,
first
yes.
one. It started out actually in Mount Adams. It was the old abandoned school, Mount Adams Elementary, and we went in and started there. And then of course we moved and grew, and now we have, oh gosh, almost a dozen schools in
Yeah,
our
we have
town.
Clark Montessori High School.
Clark, we have another Gamble, another
Yeah,
high
Gamble,
school.
yes.
We have several grade level. And now that I'm retired, I'm actually working as a consultant at a private Montessori school in Loveland. So I commute back and forth, but I always come back to Clifton because this is where I live. This is where everything is.
That's
And so it's there's no comparison. Going to a Kroger or something, sure, I can find a lot of things at a Kroger, but I'm not going to find community at a Kroger. This is community.
I understand that.
This is where our heart is.
That's what we're trying to sell. And our last board meeting was very dire,
Oh.
and they wanted to have like an outreach program, and I realized going live, hear from the market every day,
What a great
an hour and a
idea.
half, interviewing customers like yourself, getting
Sure.
personal stories.
It's authentic. This is not scripted. I had no idea I was going to run into Tom on the camera.
When I get my hair stand on it, I feel chills. I know I'm saying something that's important.
Of course.
So we don't want the store to go in foreclosure. We don't want to sell the building, but we need another third of customers in the building.
Yeah.
We need to increase our customers in a third.
Yeah.
And we're just asking the people within a 5-mile radius to set aside their differences. Every negative comment I hear about the market, I feel like these people at their heart really want the market to succeed.
Yeah.
Because you never hear negative comments about, in the vast quantity we've received, about Kroger or
No.
other. It seems like it's the first step of engagement is to, first you post your negative comment, and then you come around and you adopt the store, and you embrace it as your own store, and you realize, just speaking to the other day to Yuri Zella, they changed their eating habits to mesh with what the store has, and they have a great sense of fulfillment, and that knee-jerk reaction of I came here, I wanted this, and I couldn't get it, and I left, is going by the wayside.
I hate reading those because that's not helping. I mean, what I like to find is, okay, we found a couple of problems, so what are we ready to roll up our sleeves and fix? How are we going to work on this? How are we going to fix it?
We do it by
You know?
you being a great ambassador to your friends. Anybody wants to. I wish I could give a Clifton Market button to everybody so that people.
I have
could,
mine at home, actually.
Well, because when you have the button on, then people say, "Well, you must know something," and then it starts the conversation, and
Exactly.
the person can.
Well, I remember the experience with the Esquire, and we almost lost it. And the community rallied, and we got a lot of support from inside and outside of Clifton. And we now have one of those rare things, an actual neighborhood cinema,
Yes.
just like the old days.
Yes.
You know, and that's
Well, we're in that point right now in the market.
the same thing here.
We're in the exact same point where our backs are against the wall. We have the Keith and the staff has given us a great store,
Mhm.
but it's up to the community now. I mean, you know, say, what can you do? Well, the answer is you come to the store and you shop.
Exactly.
It's
That's
a simple
what we do.
answer. Everybody has to shop for groceries, and there you go. So,
That's how we're doing our part. You know, we come in, we shop, we talk to others, we talk to neighbors, we talk to people at church. When I go to choir rehearsal,
Right.
I talk about it, and
right.
that's how you make community.
Well, I think that you answered something I'm going to get. We recently got the button for the ID names for the employees, a little button like this. But I think I'm going to have to get a bunch of more buttons made, because if we can have a bucket of buttons out here,
Oh, yeah.
everybody will wear it, and then when people see them, they'll say, "You got the button. Well, you must know
Identify
something."
with-
So that'll start the
with brand.
conversation.
Exactly. It
A very
gets the
simple-
brand awareness.
A very simple expression of, well, I'm a person you could ask, and you can trade war stories about them. And then-
Exactly.
Well, thank you, man.
That's right. Well, thank you so much for the
Thank
opportunity to
you.
talk to everyone.
It's more than a pleasure.
Thank you. See you at the next art gallery.
Friday, the community art show.
There you go.
Did your mom?
No, unfortunately, she didn't get one in time, but she has a new piece at the Susarret Art Club, a huge male nude from the back. So he's kind of in repose, leaning this way, and so you see the rippling spinal column going over. This is done for the medical college on campus in UC, as part of a series that we're doing of visual arts, medical arts, combining all of those things. It was so impressive. Well, the students were so excited to have a 90-plus-year-old artist painting their anatomy lesson.
I love that.
Yeah, so.
We'll look forward to having your mom.
Thank you. I just dropped her off at home, actually. She's probably on her way walking over here. She loves to walk over to the market. Okay, well,
Thank
thanks.
you,
Take care.
Thank you very much. Well, Manuel Susarret is also a wonderful musician. He plays at many art openings. So thank you, Manuel, for that. Let's go back to, well, we're still talking about what's going on in the Esquire, and there's also a Latin American film series going on, and the next film is September 16th at 5 p.m. See, 14. That's Sunday. So, Love and Other Demons is showing at the Esquire at 5 p.m. Women in the 21st Century Latin American Film Series. So, I hope we can get a chance to see that. There's a lot of wonderful perks at the Esquire, and I love to mention the various film festivals, but also there's I haven't really discovered where to go to this, but they have like senior night, student night, and I haven't been able to figure out what is the perk. So I see here now. I went back to the blog at Gaslight Properties. Gaslight Properties. There's Louise. Come on in, we're live. That's Louise. She's a wonderful person. We're live on YouTube. Anyway, she might come in. But this is where I went to the weekly specials at the Esquire Theater as part of the blog at Gaslight Properties. And Mondays, every Monday is Boomer Night, with tickets only $6 for customers 60 years of age or older. Every Tuesday is the perennial popular Cheap Movie Night, where tickets are only $6 for all customers. Wednesdays offers wine at half price. Thursday is a weekly event. Thirsty Thursdays offers... Oh, yes, Larry, you want to have a little chat?
You're going to have to get my name right. Jack.
Oh, Jack, what am I talking about? But come over here and sit down.
I gotta get home. I got to go after Cassandra.
Okay, yeah, sure, Jack. Thank you. Your partner's name, Larry, right? Yeah, that's it. Jack. Oh, thank you. That's Jack. I keep on confusing him with his partner, Larry. So then we have Thirsty Thursdays, $3 beers till 9. And so that was great. I'm going to keep that in the queue, and we're going to make a new tab, and I'm going to go to the Esquire and queue that in so we don't lose track of this, because the weekly specials are really super. Senior night out. So we'll just keep another tab there. Well, we're moving right along. We're an hour and 15 minutes into the show, and things are going around swimmingly. So, oh boy, that doesn't look good. This isn't good at all. They've moved over to something else. We don't like that. You know, they're always trying to get you to click on something, and they pay money. So anyway, okay, we got that queued up so that we don't have to worry. We're going to always have a nice list. Let's go with, this is not good either. So let's go back to the tabs. See if we can. So that's the last of the. Let's go to the schedule of sporting events that you see. See what's going on this week. To September. Today is golf in Batavia, Ohio. I'm glad the rain wore off. Tomorrow is golf also in Batavia. On Wednesday is MSOC versus Western Michigan University at Gettler Stadium at 7 p.m. I guess that's men's soccer. On Thursday, the 13th, we have women's soccer versus Lipscomb in Cincinnati at 7 p.m. I mentioned that's also at Gettler Stadium. And on Friday, we have women's volleyball versus Eastern Kentucky at St. Ursula Academy, 1 p.m. Women's volleyball versus Indiana at Ursula Academy at 7 p.m. on Thursday. And let's go to Saturday, see women's volleyball versus Xavier at St. Ursula at 4:30. And football versus Alabama A&M at Cincinnati, 7 p.m. on Saturday. It's going to be on ESPN3, WEBN FM, and 700 WLW. So that's this Saturday. UC football versus Alabama A&M. Now I'm trying to get all the tabs up here, try to find out what's playing also at CCM. But, we have to see if we can put this. CCM Cincinnati. Let's see if we can call up the calendar for the events at this University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. Let's go to the website. I think if we can promote the sports of the University of Cincinnati, we should also update you to what's happening at CCM, a great asset in Cincinnati. It's what makes the University of Cincinnati a boutique college. So September 11th at 8 p.m. we have the Ariel Quartet, Mozart, Mendelssohn, and Bartók on Friday, September 14th at 8 p.m., we have the CCM Orchestra Series Bernstein and Friends. And on Sunday at 6 p.m., we have the CCM Musical Theater Series 50th Anniversary Birthday Cabaret. So that's the lineup at CCM, I'm sorry. Let's go see if we have anything else on. That's all we have on the links on the internet. Let's go to dedicated apps. We're going to go to Clifton NextDoor. Somebody has a free IKEA chair frame. Brian Kane's come up with the rainfall. We don't want to hear any more about rain. Selena Higgins has found a kitten. Farah Sagan from Spring Grove Village says it takes a village. Check this out. What do you think? So that's an interesting link. Numerous sponsored ads. Just a simple hi and thank you from William Howard. Hi and thank you, realizing this site is not Facebook. I will be brief. Well, maybe. So anyway, we posted that 2 hours ago. Home for Kittens from Amber Burdine of Northside. And of course, they always ask me to sign in. I don't know why I think I'm not the person I'm supposed to be, but I've done it so many times now that I remember my password. These crazy devices. I have to go back to the top of the page. Somebody recognizes Kitty. Oh, Marshall Mann of Clifton is looking for a seamstress. Here, Olga San Miguel is mentioning the Women in 21st Century Latin American Film Series, the Esquire Theater. Thank you for getting that word out. If I spoke Spanish, I'd be fascinated to attend. A local rescue needs help with dog and cat food donations from Lohre and Stephen Rati. Deputy Communications Director Casey has a reminder, Solarize Cincinnati workshop at the zoo. So you might remember that the zoo put in a parking lot with covered shade of solar panels. So that's the perfect place to have and then we have free Carolina Reaper red peppers just picked this afternoon. Bring your own bag. It gives an address from Northside. Thank you on that. Robin Brenman joined. We're going to welcome him. Zach Clark joined. We're going to welcome him. Diamond plate sidewalk door installation. I need a pro who can order and install flat diamond plate cellar doors. So, okay. Hope he gets some response. Chimney repair recommendations. Roundup in the parks. William Howard. For $10, a 48 by 48 by 8 galvanized raised garden box. I'm sure that'll be perfect. So that's all from Clifton NextDoor. Let's see what else we have. Let's go to Twitter. See what's trending on Twitter. Just have a few more minutes left. Program. I'm stripping my follows on Twitter just to try to keep it all things Clifton. Well, of course, as you might imagine, the first post is Clifton Fest 2018. Wear a pink ribbon to the Tri-Health Clifton Fest 5K on October 6th. We can do a group entry. So it gives various hashtags. Thank you for Tri-Health for sponsoring the 5K walk. Clifton Clifton Town Meeting is meeting tonight. Thanks for that post. Let's see, anything else? Cincinnati Bell Connector yesterday marked the streetcar's second year in service. To celebrate, we'll be giving away prizes all week long. So thank you for that. Cincinnati football game time announcement. It's September 22nd, noon. That's very confusing. Doesn't say, I guess Cincinnati's playing Ohio, but it doesn't say. So anyway, that's September 22nd. And that's about all we have. Mark Mallory chimes in, hope you enjoyed the Pops. FC Cincinnati coming 6-minute abs with, that's interesting. But I wish we could find out when FC's playing again. Here, the CCAC has a Twitter. Applications are now being accepted for the 2018 Golden Ticket Juried Art Exhibition to be held at the Trailside Nature Center in Burnett Woods. I got the early bird special last Saturday. I was able to get my save $5. So I hope they accept my submission. Let's go back. Let's go to Instagram and see what's trending on Instagram. Just got a few minutes left here. Floyd's working on something. Mountain Dew has an ad. Elaine Oon posts a picture of her pretty kitty. Adam Sock, my sock, has a wonderful miniature painting of a hand. Mason Paul has a nice, he's started back with posting wonderful images that he's been able to digitally revise or update. And I guess that's about all for right now. They still have the big Ferris wheel over in the Liberty Bell in Newport you can ride. So that's all on Instagram. Let's go what else we have. That's about all we have. Let's go back to our lineup. See how we're moving along nicely today. Things are being done at Clifton Market. Hopefully we have the triple sinks ready and we'll be able to grill outside. Thanks for Paul Karamaris for setting up the Google discussion group for Clifton Market. If you go to Google Groups, search Clifton Market, you can request to be a member. Thanks to Mark Irie for putting together the ID buttons. I think I've just talked myself into making some more buttons so that we can get people to wear buttons and engage in conversation. Always at the end of my YouTube videos, the first comment is a list of things that people can do, and although they may seem trivial, just to show a small contribution like sweeping the floor, picking up litter, your community recognizes that you embrace the store and that it means more than just a grocery store. It means community. We're in such a tight space here, it's hard to believe that the market can succeed without the community embracing the market. We need a third more people in here at any one time in order to make this happen. So the answer is to shop here and to embrace the market as your own market, community-owned, first one in Cincinnati. So possible changes if this doesn't happen is we could change the hours. We rent space downstairs. We could have two great spaces down to rent downstairs. We could start carrying lottery tickets. We could have a cigar section. We could let Starbucks come in, take over the cafe. We could sell the building. But We don't want all that, we don't want any of that to happen. If we can finally get the component of the community into the picture. The lenders and the distributors, and Keith and the staff have done a great job. The community came together and raised $6.1 million to put a grocery store in the old space, and now it's up to you. So remember that we have to adapt. It's not the fastest, it's not the smartest, it's not the richest. It's those who can adapt that will survive. And now is the time for you to ask what you can do for Clifton Market and not what Clifton Market can do for you. Because you can come into the market, it's a wonderful store, beautiful ambiance, great feeling. You can always put on a great table for your family. So we welcome you here, and next time you come in and see me talking to myself, come over and be interviewed. So see you soon. See you.